Alright everyone, welcome back to Cody's Lab. So imagine you're driving along in your RC rock crawler and you come across a shiny lake of liquid metal mercury placed by the evil Count Cody. And you see that there's some orphans stranded on the other side of the lake. Could you drive across the lake of mercury to go rescue them? Well, let's find out, shall we? Hey, you guys want to pretend to be the orphans? No. We're coming to save you, orphans. Okay. So the first thing I thought of is if you drove across the mercury really fast, you should be able to hydroplane across it, right? You can do that with water if you're going fast enough. But what if you got to the other side, right, and you had to stop? Well, you don't want to get stranded. So let's make sure that the car can actually float. So in order to float, we have to displace its own weight in mercury. And ideally, the amount of mercury that the wheels displace should weigh as much or more than the car. And that way it's not dragging bottom. So, let's set it in here and see what happens. There we go. It just sits right on the top of the mercury. Boing, boing, boing. That's pretty good. That floats pretty high. Yeah, mercury is incredibly dense. There is one problem I'm seeing. I can just blow on the car and move it around. It has very little friction now. So if there's a windstorm, you probably wouldn't want to do this, because the wind would just push you along. But let's see if the car can actually drive. So we've driven down into the lake. Let's push forward on the throttle and see if we move. Ah, no problem. Let's see if we can back up now that we've rescued the orphans. Right on to the other side. Perfect. That worked flawlessly. A lot better than I thought, too. It didn't spray the mercury around as much as I was thinking. You see what's going on is the treads are actually able to grab the mercury, kind of like this. It's basically able to swim itself across. And it doesn't have to throw the mercury very far, apparently. The mercury is just so heavy, it doesn't really need that much reaction velocity. There are a few bits flying out of the tub, but I have this bigger tub around it to catch anything that makes it all the way out. Oh, there we go. Alright, see if we can steer it this way. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can really steer it. Maybe a little. It doesn't steer all that well. Maybe if the front tires moved as well. Maybe if it was four-wheel drive. We'll see. Maybe I can turn it around. Okay, so we do have some steering control.
5 minutes later.
How about let's get some high-speed footage? That ought to be cool. So static cling is causing a bunch of little beads of mercury to stick to the car, if you can see. And so I'm just going to use a can of air duster to blow that all off.